program crashes. It didn't. Let's go. Oh, heck yeah, dude. You have no idea. You have no idea how often my OBS crashes in an attempt to go live. Today is the first day of hopefully many where it just went live. What's up, Carlton? Thanks. How's it going? Welcome to stream. Happy to have you. How's everyone doing today? Are we having a good one? Is it a Monday? What kind of Monday is it? Because it's been a busy day for me. It's been a Monday. And my Monday don't end after this stream, that's for sure. Otter Pirate, what's good? Oh, wow, y'all been chatting in here already. Adam W? Knockoff Tomcat? Cannon? It's a good Monday. Sir Trekkie, I'm very, very happy. Very happy to hear that. That is wunderbar. We should start using different cultural adjectives. I feel like when we're describing things, like how, you know, is this acceptable? Bestätig, you know. Doing good. Uni started today. Otter Pirate. Be a blessing to those intrepid adversaries that you will meet in those classes. Be a blessing to those there. Uni, terrifying to me. A fine Monday, Tomcat. Very good to hear. Dion Knight. Am I reading that right? Might? Dion Might. Oh, yeah. What's up? Let's go. This is exciting to see Tebal. You know it. You know it. Y'all sent me fun decks. Not a single deck I was scrolling through and I was like, I have to talk about this. Nah. The last deck on our list today, you've committed some sins. We're going to be talking about you. We'll be getting to that. Pretty Monday for a Monday, Ryan. Good. Human experience is flowing through you, it sounds. Brought my marshmallow kit. Let's go. No. Yo, Blainable. I love that. Heck yeah. What's up, commie boy? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. My coffee went cold. I forgot to turn on the hot plate for my coffee. That was a very bitter and cold taste of coffee. Okay, let's turn that on to heat up because that was disgusting. All right. Solid. Oh yeah. One of these decks, very sinful. Which, by the way, when I was at church this past Sunday, we talked about the word sin. I know, shocking, but I don't know if you guys knew this, but the word sin used to mean miss, like a missed arrow when shot from an archer was a sin. You know, it just means not perfect, effectively. When something misses the mark. And the last deck that we have today, like the final one of the stream, I didn't put it at the final one of the stream. It was just the last one submitted. That's how we roll here. That deck is a sin. And we're gonna get into why. It was let me get the name of the heretic. Oh Lord. It's zombie. It's zombie. Okay. All right, zombie. I know you're probably here. We're going to get into that. You're the last one up today. How is everyone doing? Is there any chatter we'd like to get up to before we start today? How we feeling, you know? How we feeling? Because, you know, I've been looking forward to today. Been looking forward to it very well. Let me know if sound effects and or audio is too loud, by the way, during the stream today. I would love to know. I would hate to blast anyone's ears out. That would be bad. As well as making sure my microphone is still at a comfortable volume and I'm not blowing anyone's ears out, because I know sometimes it's a little loud. Yeah, George. Deck builds are tomorrow. deck building live stream. There is officially a calendar on the Discord. The calendar will be public soon. I'm getting one that like auto updates soon that you can like get notifications for. I'm still looking for a solution for that. Oh, there'll be some villainous mustache twirling today. We'll be curling. We'll be curling. Look at that. Oh, curl there, huh? Oh, Wacky Pizza Man, that's awesome. Rev is one of my favorite commanders to play. One of my favorites. I have a weird question about your Patreon and Discord. I don't know how it works, to be honest, Commie Boy. If I decided to stop member funding, will I get kicked out of the Discord server? No. So, also, you know what? I should probably link this. Do not buy the Patreon via an iPhone. They upcharge you like 35%. It's so much cheaper on a non-iPhone product. So if you just go to the regular web page on non-iPhone, don't use Apple Pay, it's so much cheaper. Just a heads up. No, once you have been a paid member, you get to stay in the Discord. The reason I run a paid Discord is because in the past, when I've run free Discords, either for other people or my own, when I used to stream full-time Diablo like 7 or 8 years ago, dude, having a free open Discord, you get some awful people. Like having a paywall, it's people that really want to be there, that respect the content, that are excited to be there. So I choose a paid Discord for that reason. It can get really nasty. Yep, I have owned a single iPhone that was given to me once, and I hated it for that reason. There were so many extra hoops you had to run through. I couldn't download APKs. I couldn't mod or jailbreak the phone very easily. See this? See this, guys? Ready? Whoop. Right? Immediately, you look at this and you go, that's expensive. No, it ain't. I got this refurbished, used on Amazon for a fifth of the price. Got it for like $400. But Androids are great. I love the Samsung Folds. I might get the Pixel Fold, but they're really expensive, so I probably won't. This one's also working just fine, so I'm not getting rid of this anytime soon. But anyway, it's time to start roasting. I will say about the Fold, you can watch 4:3 aspect ratio 90s and 80s anime on it, and it looks minty because that's the aspect ratio of the open phone is like anime. And oh yeah, it's my wife as my background. You can't see. She's with the puppy. She holding the cat. Yaw. Good morning, fam. What's up, Fuzzy? Good morning, y'all. What's up, Fuzz? How you doing? All right, y'all. I know the first deck is in the chat already. Kanan, you're up. You're up with your Enchantress deck. Are you ready? The tune in the background is one of my songs. It'll be a part of a music release later this month. Yeah, I wrote this song. There's a version of it already out called Taste the Touch on Spotify. It's just not this slowed down version of it. All right, Kanan, let's get into your deck. Get into this. Let's get into the intros. Our first deck of the roast stream is, drumroll please. You wait for it. Terra Magical Adept. Let's do this. We are going to be going into an Enchantress deck. Let's get real quick up what the submission was. It's an Enchantress summon deck trying to make as powerful as possible while staying within the rules of bracket 3. So, first off, Fuzzy, I do have a Bandcamp. Absolutely. It should be linked here on my YouTube. Hey man, how's it going? It's the Yisan guy. Hope you're doing well. What's up, Bookie? How's it going? That Yisan guide's coming soon. I've been cooking. I've been working on it for so long. The Yisan guide I've got cooking is over an hour long. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, y'all. First off, first part of this deck roast. Let's look at some of the card art choices. I like the Bloom Tendy. Old border on the Paradise. Going well with our Gothian Enchantress and the Aura Thief. That right there, that's spicy. I like some Aura Thief in a deck like this. So Aura Thief says, when Aura Thief is put into a graveyard from play, you gain control of all enchantments. I love being in that. Spicy. Already a good thumbs up on this deck for that. We have a Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Let's look at the land base. What are we cooking here? On a bracket 3 Enchantress. So we have all the fetches, all the shocks, and then all the Commander Battle Bond lands. Brass, Command Tower, Confluence, Reflecting. Okay, Reflecting Pool. All right, bold choice. I like it. The World Tree. Okay. Search your library for any number of God cards. Let's see if the deck is actually running gods here in a moment. Urborg and Yavimaya. Okay, yeah. I mess with this. No True Duels. Yeah, this is good. All right, let's see if we got any gods. We've got Sithis, which is not a god, but feels like it should be. You know, I feel like it should be. Do we have any gods? Ooh, we only have one. It's a demigod. Does demigod count, y'all? Will the World Tree get a demigod? I need to know. Oh, we do have the duels. Am I blind? Did I just not see them? There's just 5 of them. Okay, just 5. That makes sense. Okay. 37 lands. I like 37 lands. For a deck this pip intensive, I like 37 lands. Any number of god cards. With only one. It comes in tapped. So there are no gods. Let's check the artifacts here. Nope. Doesn't. I'm thinking right now our first note that we're going to be adding is World Tree gotta do something. So that'll be our first comment. All right, World Tree gotta do something, boy. That's our first comment. It color fixes, but we already have all the color fixing we need. We have every fetch and every duel in shock. Like, and it comes in tapped. Yeah, without gods in the deck, don't run it. All right. Esper Sentinel, you know. What's up, Relic Prince? Welcome. What's up, Fantezi? Adam W. That makes everything in the deck a god and brings it all out at once? No, Salia, they're not running that one. Yeah. So, Esper Sentinel in a deck like this is very, very good. The only thing I have to say about it is we're often not getting white in this deck. There are... Oh, no, okay, you do have a fair amount of white enchantments. Okay. Solid. Yeah, you're going to be tutoring up for white. Okay. Yep. Love it. Nature's Claim. Okay. Look at this. We've got actual removal in a 5-color deck in bracket 3. I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you, Kenan. I am so proud of you. Responsible deck building. Do you see this? Love it. But let's get into the spice. Let's get into how this deck wins. Let's check it out here. So we got Hex Parasite. Remove up to X counters from target permanent. For each counter removed this way, Hex Parasite gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Very cool. And you can pay the black with the Phyrexian. I like that a lot. So that means we are going to be chucking in Summon Primal Odin. So we've got... Okay, that's 6. So 6 mana, destroy target creature. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. Excuse me? What? That's awesome. That's awesome. I love that. And then you can keep replaying that saga on that number because of your parasite. Love that. Love that. Okay. Okay. Summon Knights. Yep. Okay. 3 2/2s for 8 mana. Okay. Let's go look at our curve for a second, shall we? Shall we, chat? We got one. Okay. Okay. It's only 1 past 5. Wow. Okay. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. Y'all see that? That's not bad. It's pretty good. I'll take that. I do not know if Spark Double does enough for us here, because it comes out of as a copy of a creature or planeswalker, and I think we'd rather Mirror Maid if it's not already being run. Yeah. Let's look at this real quick. Let's look at this. I think whoops. 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 Where's the image I'm trying to find? Whoops. Go away. No, not the judge's stand. We need the judge's stand. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, let me fix this. What is that? There we go. We don't need that. Okay, good. I think we'd rather Mirror Maid here because we want another copy of an artifact or an enchantment. So I suggest, whoops, Mirror Maid over Spark Double. Off-topic tangent, Kami Boy. I see a lot of Yashtola upgrades that run mostly creature removals instead of souping them with counter spells. We'll get into that today, actually. It is an infinite with the commander. It is an infinite the commander. Totally understand that. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't think this deck needs this, if this makes any sense. It's like, because it's bracket 3, I think we would have more fun copying things because I'm going for fun. You know, I'm going, but if you need the infinite, do not take it out. Absolutely. If your friends are running strong enough decks that an infinite is needed to like take down a game, definitely leave it in. But I do suggest adding in Mirror Maid. So summon Ixion, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures you control. Okay, it's a 3 mana. This is helping out creatures a lot, and the only creature I see in here that I like running as a threat is Hand of Erebos so far. And Weaver of Harmony. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you've got enough creatures that I think we care about. That's still great. I like it. Good, 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 good. Summon Bahamut, baby. Love this. Love this card. 9/9 flyer on top of all that. Yes. Love it. Yep. Yep. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Awesome. Well, you're making great use of all of the creature sagas here. I really like them. I think they'll do a really good job. Spark Double also will hit these since they are creature summons. So like Spark Double's still amazing. I don't think my comment about taking out Spark Double's the right. I just think I suggest Mirror Maid in general. Not that I would take it out. I'll get into my comments soon, but let's keep going here. Hinoko, you said, hey, I just want to say I went to a recent local TCG con with the Quiver and Sticker Cube, and my friend actually recognized it. Nice! That's so awesome! I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, I'm going to be reaching out to some companies about that soon, hoping people want to take me up on it. So, we'll see. Little bit of sneezing action there. Hope you guys enjoyed that. So, Calming Verse. Destroy all enchantments you don't control. Then if you control an untapped land, destroy all enchantments you control. Interesting. So there's some tech with this, obviously. You're going to be able to do some really cool stuff with that. You know, I don't see a lot of Prophecy cards outside the usual suspects. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, if we want to get rid of our own enchantment so we can replay it through the Commander 2, Calming Verse has some tech to it. I like it a lot. Mads, what's up? First time catching your stream. I started watching you through the reverse landfall deck, and I really love your content. You make decks that easy to comprehend. Thank you very much. I have a lot more decks coming out. I got one sitting here on the deck, or on the desk right now. Just ordered a new one that's coming out. Very excited to show you guys this deck. Only $26 too. Very excited to show it to you guys. Cleansing Meditation. Destroy all enchantments. Threshold. Instead, destroy all enchantments, then return to play all cards in your graveyard destroyed this way. Yuck. All right. All right. Ram package. Oh, that's an awesome art of this. I love the Ruinous Ultimatum art. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So we're on the asymmetrical game plan. We're on the asymmetrical game plan. We have the Psych Rift. We've got the Ruinous Ultimatum. I am going to also suggest Whelming Wave if we're in that asymmetrical kind of vibe. I like that. I like that. Mox Amber's solid considering we have a commander that is 2 CMC, or sorry, 3 CMC, so it'll be very useful, easy. Yeah, there's no Bane of Progress. I don't believe so. I don't think we saw one. Yep, no Bane of Progress. You know what? I think with this low artifact count and this deck caring so little about artifacts, I'm just going to say it. Cut all the artifacts. Bring in Collector Oof. Bane of Progress. Null Rod. And some more Mana Dorks. I genuinely think just taking everyone off artifacts is a little smarter here. Yeah. Yep. So, oh yeah, let's show you Bane of Progress. Oops. So Bane of Progress, when it enters, destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Put a +1/+1 counter on Bane of Progress for each permanent destroyed this way. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Nasty stuff. Just nasty. We love that. We love that. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Judges stand lifted on me there. What was that about? Hey. Yeah, Bane of Progress. Nasty in this deck. But don't worry, everything I'm saying is being commented in your list. That way you don't have to remember it. I think this deck can use Idyllic Tutor. You're already in bracket 3. I would say that. Idyllic Tutor would be pretty sick. Because it does need some level of consistency and all that. So there's a flavor choice in here I'd love to recommend. Tara says whenever it enters the battlefield, meaning something like Displacer Kitten would be really fun. Constantly re-ETB Tara, because every time you cast an enchantment, it's a non-creature spell. It'll trigger Displacer Kitten, and then it'll blink Tara, meaning it'll re-ETB and you can go get more. Might be kind of cool. I think that'd be a fun extra little side engine, you know? But let's go ahead. We've got, okay, we do have, I like that you're not on any doubling effects. You genuinely know what you're doing. Heck yes. I love Enchanted Evening. I would suggest, if I would, instead of this art for Enchanted Evening, there's one by Seb McKinnon, and then there's a secret layer by them with another creature I'm going to suggest to you real quick. I would suggest Sower of Temptation. I love this card. It would fit thematically with the deck in terms of like the looks and the art too. But you can, when Sower of Temptation enters the battlefield, gain control of target creature as long as Sower of Temptation remains. So it's not like a Gilded Drake where you have to like swap. You just, it's yours. You just take it. I think Sower of Temptation would be a really cool spice inclusion in the deck. That thematically fits on theme, although not card like conversion wise. But I would love to see your deck have a little bit of variety, and I think Sower of Temptation would be pretty sick. That way your deck can shoot at angles that your opponents don't see happening. So I'll add that as well. It's always cool for a deck to do something people don't expect. I like your Witness Protection. I like your Darksteel Mutation. If you want to keep going down that route, I highly suggest Lignify. I really like that. But I'm gonna hit the wrap button on this deck. I think we've seen all of it. I highly love the fact that you did such a good job at knowing your lands versus your pips. You're running enough white to justify Grand Abolisher and justify Esper Sentinel. I would suggest doing Voice of Victory over Grand Abolisher, because it's less pip intensive and it probably does what you want as well. But the deck is pip intensive, but you've done a very good job at solving that for you. I think Leyline of the Guild Pact and your Dryad are all extremely good choices in that route. This is probably one of the most well-built Terra decks that I've seen. I'm really impressed by like proper coordination. I think Ruinous Ultimatum is just, it's ballsy is all I'm gonna say. I wouldn't run it due to that many pips and needing all that different mana personally, but I think you've probably played this deck enough to know that you can do that. I trust your judgment on that. And then last but not least, I think this deck will, I think it really needs to switch over to this game plan we talked about earlier. The just cut the artifacts, bring in the Oof, Brain of Progress, Null Rod, and some Mana Dorks, and I think you'll actually enjoy the deck more. Because these aren't actually helping your deck. These 5 artifacts, you know, obviously Soul Ring is insanely good, but if no one has Soul Ring, you know, yeah, very good deck. I hope you enjoy the suggestions. I think this was a very well-built deck, I'm impressed. I like it, and I think you did a really good job. Thank you for your submission. Let's all give Kanan some amens in chat. Let's get some amens for Kanan on that. That was a good deck. I think we all really enjoyed seeing this deck. I think this is a very good deck. And definitely, if you got your deck roasted and you're in the Patreon Discord, go put it in deck list so other people can check it out. I think you did a great job. Next deck today is Pride of Whole Clade. So, I was very excited to see this. Of course, Kanan, I'm glad you enjoyed. Absolutely. Very, very good deck. Okay. The Pride of Whole Clade. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total toughness of creatures you control. Defender, and then for 2 colors, blue, so it's a Simic deck. Until end of turn, target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains whenever this creature deals damage to a player. Draw cards equal to its toughness. You can attack as though it didn't have a defender. So, X is less to cast, where X is the total toughness of creatures you control. Let's see how well they leaned into this. Let's see. Aegis Turtle. Immediately already on it. Like, you'll love to see that. You love to see that. Let me get a separate tab for Moxfield up for me so I can also be searching cards that I would like to see while we're talking about these commanders. Forgot to get that extra monitor up real quick. Okay. Okay. What's that doing in there, bud? What's What's that doing in there? That snuck in. Okay. 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 We have a Chase Builder of Mysteries. Let's talk about that. We got Arbor, Mana Dork with a fat butt. Love it. Another Mana Dork with a fat butt. Love it. Okay, creatures. Oh, yeah. Another. Oh, yeah. Some defensive big butts. Biomancers. So we're lowering the. Okay. Okay. I like that. Lower in activation. We've got the big boy Cherix. Okay. Yep. Corrupted Shapeshifter. As Corrupted Shapeshifter enters the battlefield, it becomes your choice of a 3/3 creature with flying, or a 2/5 creature with vigilance, or an 0/12 defender. Okay, we're cooking hard. We're cooking hard. Okay, so you cooked hard. Psychosis Crawler, baby. Whenever you draw, opponents they lose one each. And we've got the Lab Man. Wow. I think Triskaidekaphile's more the speed of this deck, but I'm liking what I'm seeing a lot here. Ah, good old Wall of Runes. Won me 2 pre-releases growing up. I love this card. Growing up. I was already out of college. When growing up. Oh, God. No. When did I first see this card? Actually, now that I think about it. I think I saw it. No, it was in War of the Spark. That's where I saw it. Yeah. So in college. Okay. Ooh, unblockable too. I love the energy tap. Big energy. Big tap energy, baby. I love energy tap in this deck. Gorgeous. Yeah, I think we're probably avoiding Thoracle due to it being Thoracle and not having an immediate combo piece, because I did not see Leveler. Leveler would be the Thoracle combo in this deck. They would have to be running Leveler. Sheltering Word. Target creature you control gains hexproof till end of turn. Yeah, and you gain equal to its toughness. Okay. Interesting. We're running the Skeleton Key. Okay. Whenever creature deals combat to a player, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. Okay. Ooh, man. You actually knew about Slagworm Armor. Very, very proud of you for that. Spellbook? Okay. Yeah. With the commander? Okay, I'll give it to you. Let's go back for a second, because I'm cooking on some thoughts here. Whenever... 2 colorless, blue, until end of turn, target creature you control gains +1/+0 and gains whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw cards equal to its toughness, and can attack as though it doesn't have Fender. Look, we have a lot of 0 toughness, or 0 power. The Pride already gives them the damage, gives them the damage to be able to go through. I like this. I think we need to lean a little... I'm sorry, I just had, I was about to say the word Aquarius form. Or Aqueous form. And it's just there. This is gorgeous. Are we running Shadow Spear? We're not. Does Shadow Spear do what we want here, if I'm not mistaken? It does give Trample and Lifelink. I think we want Shadow Spear, because people are going to have really good blockers at some point, and it's going to really suck to go into. And we want to get rid of good blockers. So Shadow Spear is going to allow us to turn off people's Indestructible and things like that. Venser's Journal. That is our first Hear Me Out from Tyler Kemper. All right. Venser's Journal. Venser's Journal gives us no maximum hand size. At the beginning of your upkeep, you gain 1 life for each card in your hand. I think we saw this card. We didn't. Yeah, Venser's Journal. I thought we already saw it. You're right. Definitely Venser's Journal will be good. I love Nerd Rage. Love it. You have no maximum hand size, and when this creature attacks, if you have 10 or more cards in hand, get +10/+10. Gorgeous. Ominous Sea. Whenever you draw a card, put the Foreshadow. Ominous Sea was big in this deck. And then Teferi's Ageless Insight and Unnatural Growth. Okay. Okay. I don't think we need this. Why are we doing that thing? Why are we doubling power and toughness? Because we're not... Our power... Yeah, no, I don't think we need that. I like it. It's cool. I don't think we need that, though. I think unnatural growth can go out. Because, hear me out, the amount this saves us mana to cast the commander could be spent on the commander rather than on this card. I've been playing around with Y'shtola, 2 CMC non-creature spells, and Thorn of Amethyst. Ooh, very cool, Kami boy. Sorry, Sir Trekkie. Yes, we are back on the right view. Wizard class. Okay. We're not. Okay, yeah. I love this. I love this. And we're on Reliquary Tower. Okay. Oh, you draw equal to the toughness. Right. Yeah. So unnatural is great. Yeah. Yeah. Unnatural growth is great. It is because it's equal to the power, not just the base. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. So we have a few things I think this deck would really enjoy. So first off, I love Triskaidekaphile. I love the Jace. I love that. I think at some point in this list, it has to do one other thing. Because right now, this entire deck is 1000% dependent on playing the commander. But it's very easy to play the commander because we have cost reduction for the commander. But this deck folds the board wipes. Just completely folds. So, I think, one, this deck definitely wants to protect itself a little bit better, and it needs to get cheeky for things to do when the commander gets removed. Such as, you've already draw a bunch of cards, and then, you know, something you don't want happens. Windfall. Windfall goes so hard in this deck. And it's fun. Because then if you have Psychosis Crawler out, that probably kills the table, which is awesome. So Windfall, you draw like 34 cards with the toughness and everything. Amazing. We already have the cost reducers like we looked at earlier. We have Training Grounds. We have the Biomancer's Familiar. Love it. I think this deck needs an Heroic Intervention at least. If it doesn't already have it, let's double check our instance. Yeah, I think this deck needs a Heroic Intervention and an Essence. Is it Essence Scatter or it's Negate? And a Negate. That way we can counter some big board wipes. Yeah. It looks like the entire game plan is to deck ourselves, Lab Man, kill the table either with Psychosis Crawler. And then we also enjoy the fact that we have an ability to make nutso mana with Energy Tap. And then I love Flux as well. The next suggestion is that our commander is so important, and we're never targeting our commander because this is such a commander-centric deck. I think we want Boots of Swiftness, or not Boots of Swiftness. Sorry, we really want to have Lightning Greaves. The deck's just too commander dependent not to run it. And honestly, Commander's Plate. I think that's all valid. Edict. Oh yeah. Memory as well. It's a good one. I think in general, something I'd be worried about with this list is that right now, what do we have to make these creatures Yeah, each creature you control greater than its power assigns combat damage equal to its toughness. Okay, awesome. I would suggest more bedrock turtle effects if you can find one. An extra bedrock tortoise effect would be very, very big. So you can win the game by drawing with your butts or swinging with your butt. I think both of those are fantastic. Because you already have 2 cost reducers in this deck and you're going to get a lot of things in hand. What is the card? Let's go to Scryfall for just a sec. All lands on battlefield. I think there's a card I'm thinking of here. It's from hand, though. It's a card that puts all lands from hand onto the battlefield. Oh, I also love Cultivator Colossus here. Yeah. Yeah. I think you should run something to dump your lands from hand, because you're gonna have a lot of lands, you know? Dump lands from hand / Cultivator Colossus. Oh, it's Jadazi Oracle. That's the one? Okay, cool. I was wondering. I was like, I swear to God, I know one. Yeah, nice. Nice. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Another fun axis of this deck, like we talked about, was combat damage through butts and then drawing out. And then I think having the land finisher would be really sick. So I think you can also look into Simic land combos with this list, which would be really cool. It would add an extra axis that this deck wins on, which would be super sick. But I think in general, this deck's already very well built and it knows itself. And you got a lot of the cards that I would have suggested, like Psychosis Crawler. I think Triskaidekaphile is without a doubt my favorite card in the list, though. I love Triskaidekaphile in this list. Solid. And I love Sheltering Word. A little bit of life gain's always good. Nice. Great job. Great job. Love the deck. Love this deck. Awesome. Let's get an amen up, y'all. Let's give up an amen for... Boop, 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 boop. Let's get an amen in chat for Knockoff Tomcat, y'all. Big amens there. Very cool. Very cool. Next deck is by Dion. A standard Taval balanced scale reanimator deck. It works pretty well. It's just so slow and fragile. There's some spice tech in there, though. Okay, okay. Ooh, Shifting Visage. Okay, okay. I like to see it. Like to see it. Sultai Arisen Upgrades. Taval, the balanced scale. So, if you guys aren't familiar with this commander, Taval, the balanced scale, says, flying, whenever Taval attacks, mail 3 cards. Then you may return a land card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, create a 2/2 black zombie druid creature token. We already know. We're about to scroll straight down to these lands, baby. You better have it. You better have it. Don't make me... Buddy. Buddy. Where the wasteland at? Where the wasteland at? Hey, yo. Where the wasteland at? Nice. And there's a Field of the Dead, though. Definitely wasteland. This deck needs a wasteland. 37's not bad. I think that's solid. I like a solid 40 in my land decks, personally. But Ripples of Undeath. Oh, I love this. Love Ripples of Undeath. Wonderful choice on that. And let's move over the deck we are currently roasting. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. Awesome, awesome. All right. All right. I like this commander a lot. I'm assuming you've upgraded it. I'm assuming we're going to see the Ice Till Explorer. Ooh, there he is. Okay, good. I was like, uh-oh. Love it, love it. We are Hermit Druiding. Also, good art. Love the art choice there. Lumra. Cotis. Whoa, okay. Once during each of your turns, you may cast a creature spell from your graveyard by exiling 3 cards from your graveyard in addition to paying its other costs. Whenever one or more creatures you control enters, if one or more of them entered from a graveyard, cast. It gets +1/+1. Okay. Like it. My wife actually just got me this precon the other day. I was going to work on it this week. Yeah. Trust me, it's a very good list. Sakura Tribe Elder. Very good and a great reprint. You got 6. You got Gitrog. Okay, let's go see if you have Life from the Loam in the list. Do we have Life from the Loam? Ooh, good. Very good. Do we have our Dredgy Boy in the lands? Yes. Okay. Solid. Oh, yeah. Incineration Technique. Absolutely. Good. Insidious Roots. Love this. Whenever one or more creature cards leave your graveyard. Very good. Insidious Roots is amazing. We are running the Assassins. All right. I am going to... Okay, I've got my suggestions pretty ready here. I think there's some glaring upgrades. Yeah, Gitrog. Boom, Gitrog, baby. Yeah, there's some things I think are need some pretty glaring advancements. So this deck needs Sakura Tribe Elder. Sakura Tribe Scout. You already got the Elder in there. It needs exploration, and it needs a burgeoning. And then I would definitely suggest no, actually, those 3 are great, but I got some other ones. Sword of Light and Shadow. Yeah, for the reanimation effect. I'll let it pass. I'll let it slide. Running the Altar of Baal. Okay. Exile a creature you control. Return target creature card from your graveyard on the battlefield. I don't think this helps as much as we think it does, but it is a cheap reanimation effect at 50 cents, and so I think it's worth it for that. Uro. We'd love to see Uro. Love it. Okay. It is time to spice up this deck. Taval, you said, is a slower deck. I am going to teach you how to make it a little bit faster. Let's start cheating. And by cheating, I mean cheating things out. So, one of the most exciting things you can do with a deck like this, although it already does mill, and it already does things you want it to, is we like putting creatures cards in our graveyard that we can reuse again. Deathrite Shaman's awesome, but you need more mana dorks, and I think that's a big reason you're slow. So, more mana dorks. The big thing I would suggest is obviously Birds of Paradise, and then definitely this thing needs a Lotus Cobra. Definitely a Lotus Cobra. And then after that, y'all, I'm a give you a little helpy here. I think for sure this deck is in order for a natural order. As an additional cost to this, cast natural order, sacrifice green creature, look for another green creature, put it onto the battlefield. I really like this. Oh, Otter Pirate, hear me out. Skull Prophet. Okay. Yes. Gorgeous. Love it. Skull Prophet. We love that. Skull Prophet and natural order. And then probably a Finale of Devastation, because Finale of Devastation also will reanimate creatures from your graveyard. So I'm looking at this list and I'm also thinking about what big creatures would you like? Oh, why are we not running our golden banana boy? Oh my goodness. Tasigur? Temporal manipulation? Or manipulation? So we want some delve. This deck needs some delve. This deck needs some delve. What was the delve dragon from the last set, y'all? The delve dragon. There were Sultai. Cards from graveyard. I think they were a dragon. No, they weren't a dragon. Let me just look up Sultai Dragon. I'm sure there's only one or two. I remember what it looks like. It was the one where you could delve to pay mana cost, but you like lost life. Yes, yeah. The other Taval. The other Taval. I think this deck should run the other Taval. Yeah. Yeah. The other Taval. Yeah. 100%. And then as for... I think this deck would really enjoy more podding effects. So I think Birthing Pod. Let me show you guys that card real quick. So, if you guys are not familiar with Birthing Pod effects. Birthing Pod says sacrifice a creature, search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost equal to 1 plus sacrifice creature mana cost. I think we love this because we can sacrifice our creatures and then reanimate them later and go get another one from their deck. It's still cheating. It's awesome. So now I think what we really want here, and I'm not going to look at chat. I'm not, because I bet y'all have already said it. You know, let's see. If Aftermath Analyst, you guys got it. We love our Aftermath Analyst. And then last but not least, I would love Escape Shift. I would love Escape Shift. Yeah. And a Harrow. Escape Shift and Harrow. Yeah. This is amazing. I like this. This is very fun. It needs some upgrades, but I think we've kind of talked about them. And I think having the podding effects to help you get stuff up is great. I was going to suggest Ledger Shredder. I was actually surprised you already had it in here. I really, really love the inclusion of Ledger Shredder in this deck. Growlithe, awesome card. I think this deck needs some more Hail Marys. So I'm going to suggest the big Slug Boy. Gosh. There's not many slugs in this game. I'm sure it's not considered a slug. That's not the creature type on it. What's the slug that puts the poison counters on things? Let's go to the advanced search here. Hold on. There's -1/-1s in it. They're a Sultai creature. Or not Sultai, Dimir creature. They're legendary. Let me type in legendary. Toxrill. Thank y'all. Yeah, baby. This deck needs some Toxrill. I think this deck needs some Toxrill. It needs something to help control the rest of the board. Yep. Love it. Love it. Love the Grist inclusion too. Beautiful. Beautiful. Amens on this. Amens on this. Liked the deck. Very fun roast. I think we gave you some good next inclusions. Yeah. Good deck. Good deck. Very happy with that one. Nice. Okay. Okay. Let's get in on it. What's our next deck? Squall. Okay. Infinite and a bracket 3. I like that. I like that. Okay. Okay. All right. There's a 1-card combo this deck has. You may not know. I'm going to go. Never mind. Throw everything I said out the window. Chat. 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 We have it. We got something on our hands here. Oh, sorry, Dark Robe. Or Dark Dobe. I hope you enjoy when you get to watch the VOD back. I promise it will be just as enjoyable. Y'all, there are 128 cards in this main deck. Am I reading this right? Let's go check it out here. Let's go check this out. Oh, okay. So it's by Sir Trekkie. I cast Templar Knight, then 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 I cast Templar Knight. Simply trying to deal combat damage with Squall to ramp with 2 additional fetch lands each turn. Draw a lot of cards with equipment, sacrificing, all in hopes to play Thrumming Stone. Yep, Corpse Knight. Yep, Templar or Bolus, Aetherflux. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. 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 Yeah. All right. What is... Oh. What bracket is this supposed to be? Is bracket 3? Okay. Okay. We got the noise. We got the noise. We got the bolas. We got a lot of equipment to go through. 20 enchantments. Okay. 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 And we got 31 lands. Okay. So... Aww. Okay. Okay, 3 to 4. Okay, got it. Am I trying to help you get this down to 100 cards? Is that our goal here? Is that our goal? Because I'm ready to cook. You have no idea. I'm so excited for this list. Okay. We have a task, everybody. We have a... Chat, we have been tasked. Are you ready? Chat, are you ready? Are you up for the task? We are helping someone finish a deck. Are you ready? I need to know you're ready, because we're about to go into it. We're about to go into it. I'm getting a haircut this week, by the way. Not like a big haircut. Like, I'm not going to, shave my head, but, I think it's time. Plus, it's our boy, Sir Trekkie. It's our boy. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Okay. First off, we're going to do something weird. You know what we're going to do? You know what we're going to do? We're going to play it before we cut it. That's right. We're going to play it before we cut it. Uh-huh. Bet you didn't see that one coming. Let's get something with lands in it, although that will be difficult due to the fact we have 128 cards. All right, we got 2 lands. No white, though. We need white. Do we have... No, we don't have any white mana. Okay. Give us a playable... You know what we're going to do? You know what we're going to do? View all. Let's grab some lands. All right, cool. We have 2 lands. Put everything back in the library. Let's shuffle. Draw 7. Wow, Templar Knights. Put those back. Shuffle. All right, cool. So, draw for turn. Vault the Champions. Love it. Turn 2. Got our Urborg. Templar Knight. Didn't that feel good? That felt good, didn't it? Templar Knight felt good? Guess what'll feel really good with Templar Knight? Are y'all ready for the first inclusion that I've already found? Yep, it's not in here. It's not in here. I'm about to make you so happy. You have no idea. First new inclusion. Let's duplicate this so I can edit it myself. Sir Trekkie, I'm just gonna send this back to you in a basket. Let's get Pearl Medallion in here. Then what's the white crystal from the new Final Fantasy list? Final Fantasy white crystal. The wind crystal. The wind crystal. Okay. The wind crystal's in there. Am I stupid? Oh, doy, they're artifacts. My bad. Was the wind crystal already in there? Right? And it's an artifact. Yeah, okay, we added the wind crystal. Good. Definitely the wind crystal. 100%. We love Skull Clamp. We absolutely love Skull Clamp. Skeleton Key. We do not need that. It's going to go to sideboard. Signets. Okay. Giant sin has been... No. Never mind. Minor... No sin. No sin's been committed. Never mind. Oh, yeah. Some of you may not know how this commander works. Let's talk about it, y'all. So, Squall, Seed, Mercenary. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gains double strike until end of turn. When Squall deals combat damage to a player, return target permanent card from your mana value 3 or less to the graveyard of the battlefield. We need things to go to our graveyard to come back. And right now, not a lot does. So we need Zach. We've already got Selfless Saver, so we need Zach. And then we need Selfless Spirit. And we already have Boromir. Bastion's great. Corpse Knight, great. Lotho, great. Lauren, great. Jirenina, Dauntless General. Whenever the general enters the battlefield, exile target player's graveyard. Yeah, and it's another sack. Yeah, oh, we already have Selfless Spirit. I just can't read. Haha. We want to be at 20 Templar Knights. That is the optimal amount, because that means you'll see 2 in your opening hand most games at minimum, and you'll still be on average for... Oh, no, it's 25 with Thrumming, though. You're right. Yeah, you're running Thrumming Stone. We're going to need at least 24. That's okay. Thalia, not needed in this list. Doesn't help our current game plan. Adnaz, not needed. But we're going to talk about why and how we're going to replace it with something really, 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 really good. Deadly Rollick, amazing, awesome. We definitely want Flawless Maneuver. Malka Rebirth is a very good card, but it does come in tapped. And this deck wants to run pretty fast and doesn't want black pips often. It's a mostly white deck, so we're going to take that away for now. And then again, enters tapped. It is a white pip though, but I do believe we're normally going to want untapped mana. Akroma's Memorial is insanely good in this deck if we're going for the full-on win con of hitting with our commander. Meaning, we want 2 game plans. We want the ability to get an artifact that wins us the game through our Templar Knights, such as Boluses or Aetherflux, or we want to get things like Akroma's Memorial, because it says tap 5, and it goes onto the battlefield, and then you get a shuffle, which is really awesome. Meaning, we have to be running Hammer of Nazan, because that allows us to auto-equip anything we go get. That's how we're going to be able to do that. So, Hammer of Nazan allows us to, whenever Pico Hammer of an or another equipment enters the battlefield, you may attach it immediately. So that's going to be our first one we go grab. So now when we look through the artifacts, we can be thinking about this deck how we think about Yisan. We're thinking about this deck as a tutor heavy deck. And so it's all about being able to get our Templar Knights out. So also, yes, too much CMC for Nas. Also very big. We do not want anything at 2 CMC that doesn't either A, draw us cards, B, put more Templars out, or C, save our commander. If it doesn't do one of those 3 things, we do not want it. Arcane Signet does help us get more out because it makes white pips. Let's look at the rest of the 2 CMCs. Brotherhood Regalia. Equipped a creature as Ward 2 as an assassin. It does help us get things out. We're never going to tutor for it because there's better versions of this card in the deck. And we should be only thinking about tutoring now, not just finding things. So that goes off to the wayside. We love Buster Sword because Buster Sword. We don't have to overthink it. This deck's for fun. We love this card. We saw it on Thursday when we were deck building. It's amazing. Super, super good. Because of this card, we actually probably want to get a the 1 mana angel. Can you guys remember it? It gets flying. It's a 1/1 that gets +6/+6 in flying and lifelink if you're above 30 health. Can y'all pull that one out your brains for me? I can't remember it off the top of my head. Blitzball. Yep. Card draw. Sarah Ascendant. Thank you. Yep. Yeah, Sarah Ascendant. Super good in this deck. Amazing. I'm going to be real. I don't think we want 3 CMC mana in this deck. And I'm going to tell you what we're going to be replacing it with here in a little bit. Death Touch, Lifelink, Basilisk Collar, awesome. It's a great 1-drop. Love it, love it, love it. Key to the City, overused card. Trust me, it says discard a card. Up to 1 target creature can't be blocked this turn. I know that sounds amazing. In this deck, we need the cards in our hand. Highly suggest some other better quality than that one. So we're going to hold off on that. Felwar Stone will not always guarantee us a white pip. So we're putting that one away. And we need anything at 2 CMC to give us a white pip. I also kind of like Guide of Souls to help Squall attack. Yeah. We're going to be talking about whether or not ETBs matter in that sense. Lotus Petal, very good in this list. Very, very good. Lightning Greaves, very, very, very bad in this list because we're going to be targeting our commander. So we cannot be using Greaves. We need to be targeting. We're going to be Swift Foot Boots or bust. Mask of Memory. It allows us to draw cards at 2 CMC. I think we'd rather be playing our almost every single time Mask of Memory comes into our hand, we'd rather be pooping out our Templar Knights. Mindstone, same thing. We'd rather be pooping out Templar Knights. Mithril Coat, we're going to stop on for a moment. We'll talk about that. Because it does auto-equip. So I like it, but I don't think it statistically makes sense, but I like it. So we leave it in. Orzhov Signet. We were going to want double white so often. So we're taking out Orzhov Signet. Especially because it's a filter. Sensei's is our combo piece with boluses. We love that. Shadow Spear, Skull Clamp, all stars in this deck. Obviously, Soul Ring puts us ahead. Swiftfoot Boots, very good. I don't think we need it, though. I don't think we need it, but I'll let you decide on that. Talisman gives us a white pip. We love it. Wind Crystal. Having a second copy of Pearl is gigantic. Thrumming Stone and Wedding Invitation does not help us with white pips, so we're putting that one away. Agent of Shadows. Whenever this creature attacks a player, if no opponent has more life than that player, put a +++ counter on this creature. It gains Death Touch, indestructible until end of turn. Ooh. That's pretty good. It's just, it's taking up the 2 CMC slot we talked about, but I think that's too good to give up. I really like it. Love Aura of Silence, but I think our deck wants to go fast, and we're either going to play this, have to get 2 white pips out, and then be stuck in a place where we're not advancing our game plan, and you are in Orzhov. You do not have the time to stop other people's game plans at 3 CMC. I'm thinking more authority, the console up at the next card, literally. Yeah, I'm thinking more 1 CMC stopping here. So authority, amazing. Way more on the game plan you want to be. This actually might be reason to go put Thalia back in the list. We'll talk about that. Black market connections is slower than we want. We're looking at 1 to 2 CMC. So blind obedience, amazing. Call of the Ring. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good use of life. I like Call of the Ring here, and it's good card draw. I'll give you that one. Darksteel Mutation. We do not want to be giving our opponents a perfect blocker because sometimes we do not have trample, and I would hate to get stuck in that scenario. I think there's better removal in black for us. Love Kaya's Ghost Form. Love Kaya's Ghost Form. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. It's 1 CMC. It's perfect. It doesn't keep our artifacts put on here. What's up, Dark Dobe? Just for reference, my biggest consistent weakness with Roxanne is card draw. Got it. Will let you know about that. I got your back. Caius Ghost Form should be Rebuff the Wicked instead. Actually, we already put in Flawless Maneuver. That's what we're replacing it with. Yeah, that helps us more than Caius Ghost Form does, and it's free instead of 1 CMC. Pretty good. Grasp of Fate. Love this. It's every opponent. It's gorgeous, and this deck is very white pip intensive. Grasp of Fate's perfect. Monologue Tax. Love this card. Does not need Necropotence. We're so white pip heavy in this deck. Trust me, not needed. Phyrexian Arena, same thing. Not needed. Ripples of Undeath, again, We're leaning too far on black on that point because we're such a white pip heavy deck. Seal of Cleansing, also unneeded. I don't think it's going to save us. Love Smuggler's Share. Love Taval's Judgment. Love Meat Hook Massacre. I think you can, instead of Basilisk Collar. No, we like that, given what we're doing now. Yeah, we like that. Yeah, this is, I hate to do this, especially because it's on the same exact CMC as our commander. I think this deck just really wants trouble in pairs. And I think it just really wants Smothering Tithe. And right now, we only have one other game changer. Yeah. And then Trouble in Pairs got put on the game changers list. Am I stupid? Hold on. Am I stupid? Is it a game changer? Or did it get taken off? Ah, I got removed. Good. It should have never have been on the list. Love that. Okay. Yeah, Trouble in Pairs is amazing. It was taken off. Fantastic. So we only have Smothering Tithe and Bolus's Citadel. Honestly, free my boy Adnaz. Have fun. Enjoy. Throw it in. Honestly, anyone who tells you that Adnaz is bad in this deck because of CMC, go, but I like having fun. And just laugh at him. I think that's the play. I think it's just, hey, this is fun. So, you have 104 cards in this list now. I'm going to let you take off the other 4 personally, and I think you're going to be happy from there. The curve is 37 permanents at 2 CMC. That's hilarious. Yeah, awesome. Let's check our first hand. Oh, heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. Oh, dude. Into the Saros on turn 1. Templar Knight. Shizo. We don't run out the Templar Knight. We run out the Agent. Yep. Squall. And then it's Templar. Templar. And then get the attack. Oh, heck yeah, dude. And we can bolus once we find one more land, but then we get to selfless, double protection. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I like this a lot. Very fun. Very fun. I think you're gonna find that once you find a cost reducer, this deck's just gonna be so much more fun to play. And so I'm gonna suggest you some. This is a terrible deck building tip. Don't do this. I didn't recommend this, but Helm of Awakening is very funny in this list, making all spells cast 1 less, or cost 1 less to cast. I do not ever tell anyone to do that. But let's just put everything back into the library here for a second. Give her the old shuffle. We're going to draw 7 here. Didn't get a land. Let's just put planes in her hand. Okay, cool. So, let's say this is your opening hand. You draw Helm of Awakening, right? Turn 1, Senseis. Turn 2, boop, boopity boppity. We'll go get a duel. I'm assuming you've got Godless Shrine. Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. Okay, Godless Shrine. Helm of Awakening. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Smothering Tithe. Let's make 3 treasures from our opponent's turn. Templar Knight costs 1 to cast. Oh, actually, we have Thrumming Stone in hand already. This just wins, doesn't it? 4 mana Thrumming Stone. 1 mana Knights. We hit the Templar. And then, oh, we didn't hit it. No. Oh, it's because we're still over 100. Yeah. Helm of Awakening sounds kind of fun. Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty fun, dude. This is pretty fun. I think you should put Helm of Awakening in the deck. Oh, Sir Trekkie, here is your list. I'm gonna put it in Discord for you. I just DM'd it to you. Enjoy. Oh, that's hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. Love it. We love to see it. Everyone, it's time for the cat girl. It's time for Yustola. Let's get some amens in the chat for Sir Trekkie submitting that deck. Let's put some amens in the chat for that. While I update our current commander being roasted and or fixed. How's everyone doing? How are we enjoying this so far? I feel like this has been pretty fun. It's been pretty fun so far. And I think in the future too, we don't have to call this a roast. Like, I'm gonna help. I'm gonna, my main objective here is not to be like, die, deck bad, like, we can call it something else. We need a different name than roast. We definitely need to call it something different. We need to, as a community, we gotta build up something a little better, just a little bit. But Yustola, Knight's Blessed, Vigilance, and let's look at what they responded to here. So, Soul, ooh. Someone made a cool CDH Kitty Cat control deck inspired by it. I decided to upgrade my Yustola Precon while keeping it in bracket 2, bracket 3 version next time. Oh, okay. So this is bracket 2. Okay. Okay. Let's you know, well, you know what, guys? Let's just Google bracket 2 for a second. I would like to say this out loud before we start. Bracket 2 means core. The average current pre-constructed deck. No mass land denial, no chaining extra turns, no 2-card infinite combos, and no game changers. And few tutors. Let's keep that in mind going into this one. So we have a 2-card combo. We got Teferi, Displacer Kit. We have Talion, very strong. Love that. Tataru, very strong. We like this. We have a Grand Abolisher. Ooh. Ooh. Praetor's Grasp. Yuck. That was a good yuck. That was a very good yuck. What else do we got here? Dobin's Veto. God, I love that art for it too. That's hot. Void Rend. We have the counter spell. Okay. This card is not legal in this deck because it's not officially released. I was like, eh. Yep. Okay. Lots of artifact, man. We got the Wish Claw. Ooh, we got the counterbalance. Okay. Okay. Okay, Soul. I think right now this deck is teetering on bracket 3 for only 3 cards in the list. There's just 3. I would say deck for bracket 2 doesn't need Teferi plus Kitten. Only needs Teferi. The next thing in here is that I don't think at bracket 2 you're going to enjoy Talion or enjoy Tataru. I don't think, or even Archivist of Ogma. Decks don't search, or no, Talion you'd like. Sorry, Talion's fine. But Archivist of Ogma and Tataru, I don't think are actually going to do a lot here. You know? Most bracket 2 lists don't search libraries or draw more than 1 card a turn often. I'd remove Taru, and Archivist. Because bracket 2 lists do not run fetches. They don't. We love the Meme Bet. We love the Praetor's Grasp. We love the Vindicate. I don't know why this list is running Final Judgment with this many creatures in it. But we are going to be lower on creatures once. So that's not a bad card to be in the list. And it is Exile, which is very good. Same with Flusterstorm. Bracket 2 isn't going to be storming off. Don't need a Flusterstorm. Because Flusterstorm's great because it stops things really easily. I think same with Offer, you can't refuse. Offer can be replaced with Wash Away. Offer often ramps bracket 2 lists rather than countering something needed. It's often what happens. Revan, I have Tataru in my bracket 2 deck and just does her ETB and doesn't draw more usually. Some people in my LGS run some nasty decks with Ristic Studies and Treble and Pairs. Yeah, and if it's running Ristic deck and Treble and Pairs, then they're going to be, that's a bracket 3 already. Ristic Studies bracket is immediately a bracket 3 list due to it being a game changer. Sublime Epiphany and Swan Song, very good. I don't think, again, Swan Song, I would swap out Swan Song. Swap Swan Song for Negate or Delay. Oh, we're already running Delay. Whoops. Arcane Denial, I think, is better. Okay. This deck is slow, though. We don't need it to be this slow. We definitely don't want Mox Amber, because Mox Amber only works after our giant 5-mana commander's out. So cut Mox Amber for Pearl Medallion or any of the other cost reducers. Such as Sapphire. I love Witchclaw. Love Witchclaw. Yeah, I think Mystic Remora, again, I don't think it's needed in bracket 2 because most people aren't constantly casting things at that level. But this deck doesn't do much for the early game, so I think Mystic Remora is fine. But it's time to start talking about what would actually be fun in this list, because this deck needs some more fun. So, add Kimball and Lotho. Kimball, Lotho. What other fun shenanigans would we like to get up to this deck? Because right now this deck is just good. And we want it to be fun, you know? And for bracket 2, it's not doing a lot of fun. Because it's the Blood Chief's Ascension counterbalance combo, which is really fun. I love doing that. And observe Stasis. It's running the Ophidian Eye. If you're running Ophidian Eye, then you should just be running... Okay, you do already have Curiosity and Tandem Lookout. Awesome. Yeah, this deck definitely wants Shieldred. Totally agree. Yeah, Shieldred, 100%. I don't think the list needs Grand Abolisher. Unless enemies play a lot of counter magic. Okay. I think we have something fun to run in this list. I think this deck needs big, dumb demons and some reanimation. Or not, sorry, not reanimation. Just big, dumb demons to cast late game. It needs more power for a bracket 2 game. You know, that goes late. Yeah. So I'm gonna suggest Razaketh, the Foulblood, and Villis, Broker of Blood. And then what's the other demon? The big demon. Let me grab this up here. So Esper Colors, Demon, and it mana value greater than 5. Let's look at this. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, Archfiend of Despair. Yeah. Archfiend of Despair and Valgavoth and Burning Rune Demon. I think for bracket 2 makes this way more fun. Yeah. Valgavoth, Burning Rune Demon, and Archfiend of Despair. Yeah. That brackets, haha. Yeah. Demon Lord Belzenlock is super fun too, but bad in this list. There we go. Y'all, this would be a fun alternate win con. Doomsday Excruciator. When it enters, if it was cast, each player exiles all but the bottom 6 cards of their library face down. There you go. Doomsday Excruciator. That would be a fun win con for this deck. Fun extra win con. Doomsday Excruciator Demon. Oh, and Sower of Discord. Absolutely. Solid. All right. Yeah, we fixed this deck up. This is going to be much more fun at bracket 2. I feel like this deck is hard lining bracket 2 and 3. It was like right in the middle. Like this deck needed some more fun. You know, I think this is right now, this is Esper good stuff. And it just really needed the enjoyment factor. So some big demons will do that. Absolutely. And Soul is a very good pilot. So I know for a fact that Soul is going to know what to do with what we've given them. Yeah, I like this a lot. It's going to be very fun now. And then so it's got 3 win cons. It's got the commander with the extra, casting. It's got Blood Chief's Ascension, with the combo of Mnemonic Betrayal, which is really fun. What's up, Code? Yeah, this is gonna be really fun. So, Code, we gave you all of your suggestions in your comments. I think you're gonna have a lot of fun playing some demons in bracket 2. When you send your bracket 3 list, I can cook really hard with Y'shtola. I'm very excited about that. But I think for your sticker cube, powering it down to bracket 2, you're going to have a lot more fun with what's been suggested. Awesome. Thank you so much for the submission. Love it, love it, love it. Let's pucker on. Next up is Roxanne. Or as I love to go, rock, because this deck is about rocks, and that's hilarious. One of the best Roxanne lists I've ever played against is Mia from Nitpicking Nerds Roxanne list. It's very good, so I am excited to look at what you've been cooking, whatever the rock's been cooking. You know, I think it's gonna be pretty fun. It's gonna be pretty fun. All right, y'all, Angrap. What did I just read? In a Roxanne list? Wait. What? Okay. All right. Let's get back into this. All right. Angrass. Deathshaker displaced. All right, let's see if I can get through this. Roaming Throne, love it. Love the Orthon. Seedborn. What in God's name am I reading right now? Twin Flame Tyrant with Teamer Sape. Oh, God. Crackle. What? Comet Storm. Ooh, second Harv. Cloudstone. This is disgusting. Conjurer's Closet, Lithoform, Sword Home. Beanstalk with the parallel. Jesus Christ. Homie. No Soul Ring. There is no Soul Ring. What is this? Okay. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. For the most part, this deck's getting roasted. We're gonna get the suggestions out of the way. Then I'm gonna start speaking. Okay. First off, remove all ramp cards. Cultivate, Kodama's Reach, anything that searches for a land. Replace with the following cards. Okay. Yeah, Sakura Tribe. So how many is that total? That's 5, 6, 6 of them. The tutor. There's no Soul Ring. There's no Soul Ring, but we're also not getting rid of... Wow. We're not getting rid of artifacts, and we're not running Soul Ring. Huh. Wow. All right. And there's no mana dorks. I'm thinking so hard right now. Like there's so okay. Okay. All right. Okay. 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 Wow. We are not running artifact hate. We're not running good artifacts. And then we're running slower ramp packaging. We're running very good protection, very good disruption, very good tutor packaging. We're running even warping wall. Okay, yeah, we'll get rid of that too. Get rid of warping wall too. Or whale, sorry, whale. It's whale, right? Warping whale. Yeah, whale. Wow, I mean, this is a like. This is an extremely well balanced list, and it's got Hail Marys at all the right points. I really like this, but it's lacking a regular game plan. So when Roxanne enters the battlefield or attacks, create a tapped colorless artifact token named Meteorite. When Meteorite enters the battlefield, it takes 2 damage. It says it deals 2 damage to any target, and it adds 1 mana of any color. Whenever you tap an artifact for mana, add 1 mana of that type the artifact to produce. So, it's no Warping Whale's fine. I just don't think this is the list for it. Jesus, this is a good deck. This is a very good deck. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This deck needs mana dorks, not land ramp. I highly suggest more mana dorks, Soul Ring, anything that makes mana at 1 CMC. That way you can ramp out to your commander and card draw effects faster. Because right now I'm going to show you what the play pattern is. I guarantee you we're casting Roxanne on turn 4 every single game effectively. All right, no lands. Yeah, the mana base desperately needs help. Yeah. Highly suggest more lands that run both colors. So yeah, the deck definitely needs like a City of Brass. Yeah. City of Brass, Exotic Orchard, and other multicolor lands. Needs that bad. Yep. And then we've got the win through Cloudstone Curio, which is really fun. We have the Angrath combo, okay, and the Teamer combo. Yuck. So let's talk about this for a second. I am sitting at a table. Someone comes up and decides I'm going to bring to this table a deck that has so much inevitability, so many things that you can slam on the table, that eventually one of these things will knock you out. What's up? By the way, bye-bye, knockoff Tomcat. Thank you for coming. And so this deck's game plan has some awesome disruption until that happens, which is really cool. We do like that a lot. And then it starts slamming these awesome effects late game. It's really well curved out, really well built. Yeah, plus we're running Urza's Saga, so Sol Ring's just a must. Absolutely. I'm sure it was just omitted by accident. I think I know one thing we're missing as well. Right. Okay. The green creature that allows you to play Phyrexian mana for pips. Does anyone remember this card? It's the green creature that allows you to play Phyrexian mana. Let's go to the Scryfall screen here. So it's a green creature. And then I need the Phyrexian green mana. Is that in this? Nope, it's not in this list. Darn. Wait, is it the bottom? Nope. Is Phyrexian mana in this thing? Yeah, I know it's 5 CMC. Yeah. Let's see if it's just... creature... Not demon. It's a 5 mana green creature. I remember what it looks like. I've got the art in my head. If I see it, I'll pick it out fast. But we definitely want this creature in here, as well as the one for red. I think that would be really helpful. Zoffendel? Is that the name of it? So it's a Z? Let me go to the end. Is it the last one? Nope. Zoffendel. Is it Zoffendel? It's for the green creature that makes for green mana into Phyrexian. Let's like reset all this here real quick. Hold on. Is there a way to reset these options? Yeah, okay, good. So it's a creature. It's got the green mana symbol in there. Oh, okay. It's one of the, yeah, it's a Defiler. Defiler of Vigor. We got it. Yes. Yeah. Defiler of Instinct and Defiler of Vigor. Defiler of Vigor and Defiler of Instinct. Yes. Nice. Yep. Love that. Yeah, I mean, this list does what it wants to do. I think there's another direction this list can go, but then I'd just be changing your entire deck. But yeah, it's doing the Roxanne thing, and it's doing it really well. I can't say much else about it, because this deck only goes one of two ways. And then it needs, because you were having issues with card draw. Toski is amazing in this deck. And then you already have Sylvan Library, so I would say Toski And gosh, what's the other green enchantment that allows you to draw more? It's the abundance. Yeah, so that way you know if you're getting creature or land. Yeah, this is a cheeses under the sauce moment. Yeah. Yeah. But I think honestly these little changes will make the deck so much better. Like more color fixing, faster packaging with the lower amount of mana, and then the defilers plus the abundance and Toski. Oh my gosh, I remembered the card. It's an enchantment. It's green. Oh my gosh, it costs exactly green. It's 2 mana value. Heroic something, Hero's Journey or something. It's only green. It's from Kaldheim. Hold on, let me grab it. It's from Kaldheim. So yeah, we want abundance, 100%. Where are you? Hold on, I can look up from Kaldheim. Yes, In Search of Greatness. Yes. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may cast a permanent spell from your hand with converted mana cost equal to 1 plus the highest converted mana cost among other permanents you control. Yes. That would make this deck much more fun. Love In Search of Greatness. There we go. Much better, a much more well-rounded deck now with more ramp. We have officially rebuilt the pizza. It is eatable now rather than it being like a soup of pizza. Like it was all the ingredients of a pizza. It was just in a bowl of soup. Now it's structured like a pizza too. We fixed this. I think this one, now we're in on it. Much happier with this now. Our next one is a Yoshi Jeska. Whoa, okay, Yoshi Jeska. Alrighty. Very cool. That's not a deck I expected to see today. Yoshi Jeska. Very cool. Let's update the little bottom here so people know we're on Yoshi. That's cool. Okay. All right. Where are we blasting Yoshi with this? Yo. Oh my god, is this what I think it is? Is this a Yoshi power-up Legendaries Matter list? It is. Oh my god. Okay, right off the bat, it needs a Mox Amber. Boy, where yo Mox Amber at? Needs a Mox Amber. Oh, yuck. Yuck. Okay, so how this deck wins is you put a bunch of legendaries on the board and it pumps up Yoshi. You then -0, choose target creature until end of your turn. If that creature would deal combat damage to one of your opponents, it deals triple that damage instead. So you don't need much to get this up here. We're not flinging Yoshi like I thought we were at first. That's still a game plan that's very readily available, and I would love to see included. This deck absolutely needs a Rograk, Son of Roga. 0 mana legendary. Yep, we love Bastion Protector. Everyone's all hot on that card recently. Ben Aki Hermit. I have not seen this card since it came out. What's up, Andrew? Is this your list? Let's check. Is this your list, Andrew? Yeah, AVC. Nice. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, Kedis is disgusting, bro. Yeah. You know, I was also thinking about Lae'zel. Oh, okay, it's in here. Yeah, Lae'zel's in here. If you would put one or more counters on a creature. Yep, yep. We love to see that. Are we running Anointed Procession? Or that's the token doubler. That's not. Duh, that's not the pulse and counters. Okay. Okay, we have the Ember Cleave. We have the Ember Cleave. Okay, okay. Hear me out. Hear me out on the Ember Cleave. If you're already running Ember Cleave and this deck does have a fair amount of red pips in it, this is such a weird card. This is such a weird card. Hear me out. Hardened of the Forge. I think it's legendary too. Annex. Yes. Dude. This is so random, but it is legendary, so it will help Yoshi. Whenever Annex or another creature control dies, you make a 1/1 satyr. This thing gets more power based on how many red pips you have. And so if you throw Embercleave on Annex, it's already a 5/5 with double strike and trample with just those two cards out. And then if you have any other red devotion, it gets +1/+1, or it gets its power goes up. That with Kedis, sadly, obviously it's not a commander, but like you're gonna be doing a lot of damage, and Jessica hitting that would be nasty. Let's talk about getting your stuff out. I think this deck needs a Rite of Flame for sure. I think Rite of Flame, and then Pyretic Ritual would be amazing. And then what's the Ignition card? Deal damage to everyone equal to creature's power for like the ultimate fling. Let's go back on that one real quick. It's a red sorcery. Chandra's Ignition, I think it's called. Is it Chandra's Ignition? Yeah, Chandra's Ignition. Okay, cool. Whoops. So Chandra's Ignition, target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to each other creature. Yeah, Chandra's Ignition. Yeah. I would definitely put in Chandra's Ignition. Because, oh, whoops. Wrong deck. I just told the Roxanne person to put that in. Nope. Yeah. Chandra's Ignition would be dope in this list. I love Urza's Ruinous Blast here. Yeah, that is awesome. How many legendary lands we be running in here? Uno, dos. We need more legendary lands. Right now we're running 4 total. Yeah, just 4. Yeah, it needs more legendary lands for sure. For sure. Yep. Agreed there, Council. Yep, Leon, thank you. Also, oh, wrong. We're on the wrong. Sorry. I keep forgetting to switch. Sorry, guys. By the way, if you're enjoying this so far and you want to get a commander deck roasted and or helped or fixed or anything you need and you want me to look at your deck, go to the Patreon right now and get you one, as well as on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I make custom decks for people. So if you guys haven't already hopped on that, definitely go check that out. We're going to be running tomorrow and Thursday, making custom decks, as well as you get to be part of the community. So definitely go check out the Patreon, because that And then if you guys want, I also do a new series called DefCat. It's a vlog series. If you pay to be a member, a part of this channel, or you pay to be on the Patreon, you get access to the videos for the DefChat videos. They're like personal vlogs. God, this art messes me up, but it's such a good card. This spell costs 1 less cast for each historic card in your graveyard. Exile any number of historic cards from your graveyard with total mana value 30 or greater, and you get creatures you control at base power 9/9. So good in this deck. So good. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I think that about does it for this list. This is a very fun deck. I'm glad we got to look at it together. This was sick. The only other suggestion I think is gonna be if you find yourself unable to win by a single turn, think of maybe adding some cards like Fling or Thud as a Hail Mary to finish off the game. I think that's our last comment. Yeah, DefCat, how do you feel about building unpopular commanders and trying to make them work? Namely, trying to build a Kaido deck, but Queen Marchesa is so much better. I think every single deck, every single commander has something it can do better than another commander. I do not believe in the idea that there's ever a commander that can do something that others can't. So whenever you build a commander, you have to not just think about the way the deck plays, you have to think about the way the deck is seen. How do other people see your deck? Because that influences how they interact with it, meaning it can play differently. So just because another commander may do the exact same thing, like text-wise, as another commander, but the other commander does something more, it doesn't mean people are going to treat the commanders the same. So I love building all commanders. Love it, love it, love it. And yes, we do see a Guild Artisan in this deck. Thank you for saying that. Guild Artisan, amazing. Freaking love this card. It's so incredible. It is one of those cards where it's hard to tell like what's on the art. Forever, if you squint, it just looks like a gate with two like fences to the left and right of it. I didn't understand what this card art was for so long. I felt so bad. It's good art. All right. Next is Flubsy's Magus deck. Let me update our little thing. Guys, let's get some amens in the chat for that last list. I liked it. That was fun. That was a fun one to go over. That was cool. Yeah, definitely. Cut on over the Patreon. Get some help. Get either your deck fixed or roasted, or have me build it from the ground up for you. Because I will also build decks custom, which is my main bread and butter. I think you guys would like that. All right, Magus, what are we looking at here? Let's get into the roast. All right, Altered Ego. The spell can't be countered. We're already going into that territory. Okay. Okay, Kiora's Follower. Okay, we got the untappies going here. Big X spell with Aberrant. All right, all right. So, obviously, this deck makes a lot of colorless mana. That is how these decks tend to do. So, we have the Hydroid Krasis. We have the Mawloc. We've got the Sporocyst. We've got the Xanathrope. The Crackle with Power. The Awaken the Woods. The Blue. Okay, okay. Someone knows how to deck build. Memo, you said I'll probably do it for a deck I already made and love, but could you roast it and make it better? Obviously, I can do that. Absolutely. But if you really want a deck made well, you're going to want to do the Duke tier and get a custom deck made for you. You get an entire deck tech from me when you do that as well on live stream. So, like, if you want something like you really care about, I would highly suggest doing that. Okay. You want a big X spells. you want to have a bunch of mana. That's fine. We enjoyed that. But is that going to fill your heart with joy and candor? Are you going to feel like your life is exceeding expectations past what this commander does inside of the box when you buy it, right? When it's a pre-con? Let's think about this for a moment, guys. The commander comes out of the box with not a ton of X spells in it. So we added more X spells. The soup has been stirred, right? But where's the spice within this soup? I'm seeing a Marvin for the spice. That's some spice. That definitely makes things more exciting. I like that. We've got Kiora's Follower to keep things brewing. Nothing wrong with that. But then we got things like Cultivate in here. You know, we've got Farseek. It's like, I get it. It's a green deck. You want some ramp. That's pretty cool. But let's read the commander again. Let's read the commander again. It says, tap, add colorless. When the next spell, when you next cast a spell with X and its mana cost, or activate an ability with X and its activation cost, copy that spell. Y'all, we should be playing some things that get lands with X in them. There's a lot of cards that do that. There's a lot of cards that do that. You know? We want to be doing that too. So, I believe it's like Exploration something. It's got an X cost in it. Let's pull that up real quick. So, there's an X cost in the, and then it says search land, and it's green. I believe it's a sorcery. Why am I in German? Why are we in German? What happened? What? Maybe just search land is all I need to put. No, where's the X cost? Oh, I guess it's a mana cost. Okay. Add a symbol. X. There we go. Is it not? Is it tempt with discovery? Okay, so this is just not giving me... Oh, it's not giving me proper... No, this isn't it either. Okay, it's within the mana cost is what I'm looking for in X spell. What's up, Kaganai? How you doing? We're trying to find... It's a spell. I think... Is it just tempt with discovery? Is that one of them? So it's not tempt with discovery. It's another one where you can put X into the mana cost and search that many lands. Is what I'm trying to remember. Search that many lands. It's not Scape Shift. It's got an X mana cost. But definitely you want any ramp with X in its mana cost is a big thing. If we can find that. So we love that. We love that. We got the Mystic Remora. Okay. So we got the card draw. The Roller Crusher Ride. Love that. Solid. Very helpful. 36 lands in a list like this. Pretty dang good. We like to see that. So it's so much fun to see this commander do the thing, right? Like to sit back and be able to go, I have just slammed as much mana possible into something, and now I get to do it twice. It's the meme with the kid that's like, why does Timmy get a hot dog or get 2 hot dogs? And it's like, because I'm cooler, you know? I like it. You get to sit back and enjoy the Aura Farm. New Frontiers, is that it? Is that what we're talking about? New Frontiers. Yes. Yes, New Frontiers. Thank you. That's one of them. There's more cards like that exist. So, cards like New frontiers, or fun and ramp. Get the game going quicker. But because this deck gets to do like double the thing, you know, more often, ramping the table out into a more group hug aspect. Now you're not just like, you're not a villain where like the group hug player obviously gives everyone a bunch of mana and then you end up doing some big thing. You're more of a, if any of you guys have seen Jujutsu Kaisen, you know, it's a little more like the movie, if you catch my drift. Like, we're someone that was good at one point, we shared a lot of good things, and then we realized, hold up, it's time to destroy the world. Like, everything's got to die. Not just the bad things. Everything. Like, chaos, you know, bring the world down level. You know? Spirocyst. Did I say that? Sporocyst, sorry. Yes, exactly. Sporocyst. Does that get copied? It is an X spell. Let's double check. Yep. Sporocyst. As long as it's not already in the deck. Oh, it's already in the deck. Yeah, Sporocyst is already in the deck. Solid. Yeah, this gives me like big main character vibes. I think you should definitely get like an altar of this commander to be even more evil. But I mean, it's already giving. Look at that. Look at that energy. That is sick. I think this deck doesn't need any more X spells. You've got all the ones that you would really want in this list, but it could definitely go for a trigger doubler. So I think any ETB trigger doublers would go hard here. So Roaming Throne, obviously very good. Yep, for common good. Yep. Any trigger doublers. I think after that, the deck's pretty happy with itself already. Are we not running? Oh, right, because that's kicker. Never mind, that doesn't have an X in its cost. I was about to say Everflowing Chalice, but that doesn't have an X. It's just a kicker, multi-kicker ability. Yeah. Nice. Solid deck. Amens on this deck. Very good job. Let's get our second to last deck up here. It's a Bumbleflower deck, baby. Let's get the bumbling. All right, y'all. Mrs. Bumbleflower. Green, white, blue, vigilance. Whenever you cast a spell, target opponent draws a card. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. It gains flying until end of turn. If this is the second time this ability is resolved this turn, draw 2 cards. Are we seeing a Taru? Where's the Taru, man? Where's the Taru? Come on. This deck's got to have a Taru. Give me a break. It is the best card in this list. It's insane. Because whenever you cast a spell, target opponent draws a card, you instantly activate Taru with every instant you cast on other people's turns. And we have 28 instants in this deck. Absolutely, we're running Taru. Oh, God, I love this art. I love the Think Twice art. It's so cool. I pulled the Japanese foil of that one. I got the fractured foil of that. Nice. Simic Ascendancy. Heck yeah. We're winning through Simic Ascendancy. That's lit. We have the normal Pillow Fort options here. We're running the Smothering Tithe. Dude, we're vibing. We're having a good time. We're bumbling. We're pillow bumbling real hard right now. Okay. We got the ramp packaging for it. I love Abella Spawn. Copy triggers, baby. This deck wants to be running a Ledger Shredder. People going to be casting 2 spells. Definitely be wanting Ledger Shredder in here, baby. Witch Enchanter and the White Mane Lion. Ooh. Okay. Going to be re-ETBing. Cosmogrand. Okay. The Rampant Growth. All right. And the Damning Verdict. Okay. I think our only ability here to really, like, soar past what this deck is already doing is things like, you know, that are going to make it feel a little more terrifying. You know, stop. Yeah, you're in that stop him from ending the game role. I agree. Memo hear me outs are for people that are a part of the Kitten Court. If you'd like to join, you can subscribe below to the channel, the paid tier, and that's when we do the hear me outs for people. Serum Snare. Okay, yeah, this is very much I want to keep playing the game type deck. But how do we win? Baby? Show me the win lines, because I think this deck needs some Psychosis Crawler. And then, are we running Retraction Helix? We're not. Yeah. Banishing Knack or Retraction Helix plus Valley Flood Collar plus Soul Ring equals infinite win. Definitely want to see that. Azure Beastbinder. Okay, let's check that one out here. Azure Beastbinder. Can't be blocked by creatures power 2 or less, or 2 or greater. Whenever Azure Beastbinder attacks, up to 1 target artifact, creature, planeswalker, and opponent controls loses all abilities. Ooh, yeah, baby. Oh, very good in this deck. I love that. Yeah. And then we're going to say Azure Beastbinder. Love that. I'm going to Kage no AI on the end of that as a, so they know it was you. Disgusting. Awesome. Yeah, that wraps it up on this one. This is a tight list. Very well loved. 7 MDFCs. Good mana base. Oh, yeah, baby. This one's ready to ship. We like this. Good deck. Very good deck. All right. Here we go, y'all. Last roast of the day. And it's a landfall deck. And boy, is this thing evil. Let's call out. Who's the evil mastermind? They were number 13 on our list. It's Zombie. The goal is to drop lands to trigger lands matter cards a lot, utilizing Tatsiova as a draw engine, running all additional land cards. Yeah, this is evil as all get out. We have the Ice Till. We have the oh yeah. How many basics we running? Ooh, not many basics. 22 out of our 42. Okay. We have the Retreat to Coralheim Infinite. Ugh. No Burgeoning. Brother. Get yourself a Burgeoning. You're gonna need a Burgeoning up in this B. One ring. Oh, no artifacts. Are we running oof? Yeah, we're not running oof, so let's suggest that as well. Since we aren't running artifacts, I suggest oof and null rod. Okay. We're going to have an insane amount of mana, but I don't see any big spells. Like, it's just for the card draw. So we want a Aftermath Analyst to combo with Lumra. 100%, baby. Oh yeah, of course, Kano. I'm so glad. Hey, hey, DefCat. I recently built your Super Friends Kylo deck. If you were to upgrade it, how would you make it CDH? There is a CDH list I think I made that's on the Playing with Power channel. If you go check it out. But if you would like, if you want a CDH version of Kylo and you want me to make it for you, head on over to the Patreon. That's how you get it made. All right, let's look at what we got here. So, we're running the ramp. Oh, the scape shift is in here. Good, 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 good. We're running Cyclonic. We have the Heroic. Got it, got it, got it. I would say if you find your commander killed more often, take Legolas intervention style cards. Or Legolas's quick reflexes. Intervention. Pfft. Quick reflexes. Very good card in this. Solid, yeah. We got the mana drain. We're not running enough blue for misdirection to be good, and this deck is mostly on green. I think it's missing Sakura Tribe Scout. Yeah, we're missing Sakura Tribe Scout. That's a huge card in this list. Very helpful. It's a 1 mana exploration, effectively. Which exploration's already 1 mana, so you get it. Yep, we're good on the mana base on green versus blue. We like the new exploration brood ship. Nice. Solid deck. Solid deck. Y'all, this is our first roast stream. I hope you enjoyed. I do have to split out a little fast because it is my brother-in-law's birthday. So I got to end a little bit before 4 before they get here. Got to celebrate my boy, my brother-in-law. Y'all, I cannot wait to show you the custom decks we have tomorrow. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be really, really fun. So if you guys have not had a custom deck made by me and you want to see what that looks like, catch us tomorrow on stream. Head on over to the Patreon. Get you a custom deck. It is going to be insanely fun. And yes, they did have the famished World Sire in there, Kage no AI. Y'all, I'm going to end us here real quick with a quick prayer. Very excited to. Oh yeah, baby. You know what time it is. Lord, thank you so much for the gathering of friends and magic. Lord, I ask that you take everything that we do here and do it for your glory. Lord, I'm so thankful for the support I receive from this community. I'm so thankful for everyone here that gets to enjoy some time out of their day. Life can be very stressful. Life can be frustrating. And having a bit of time to goof off like this is just the best. This is so much fun. We're thankful for the support. Also thankful so much to have a community like this that we get to enjoy one another. This community is great. I mean, guys, we got no bullying in this community, no frustrated attitudes. Like, we're here for each other. I love that. I love the community we fostered. I'm very thankful to all of you. So I'm going to leave you with this. For he shall give his angels charge over you to keep you in all of your ways. In their hands they shall bear you up, lest you dash your foot against a stone. You are taken care of, y'all. Thank you so much. So much fun roasting these decks. This was a blast. Cannot wait for next time. Y'all, this has been DefCat. See you guys. See you next stream. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Oh, thank you, 8-Bit Outcast. Thank you so much for the $9.99, man. I cannot wait to keep pouring all this right back into the stream and right back into this community. Thank you so much. I am ready to be back tomorrow. Gonna be hitting it hard. We're gonna be making some custom decks both Tuesday and this Thursday. Thank you so much to all the members of the Kitten Court. Thank you for joining. All of you guys have now joined in for your first private video, as you see on the channel. Thank you so much for joining for that. Very excited for that. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, 8-Bit Outcast. I thank you so much for that. See you guys. See you next stream. Bye-bye. See you guys.